It's Madden NFL 24, and all eyes are on Jerry Jeudy. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Rams and the Lions, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year. They rolled through and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On now to punt, Brad Robbins. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Taking a peek at the rushing numbers for Spiller in last week's game. 15 carries, 90 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1. Here's Bennett. Hard throw, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And here's Bennett. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Bennett now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now here's Brad Robbins now. This is fielded at the 27. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Lions. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Bennett. Caught on the right side by Jones. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The son of the heavyweight champ, it's Elijah Holyfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing here on 3rd, Bennett. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here is 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Leonard Floyd, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw here, Bennett. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Back to throw, Bennett. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle from the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Time for another look at this Lions offense. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Powering forward. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Bennett fakes a handoff, now to throw. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now Holyfield, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a call.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
3rd down and 5.
Mahomes now to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff coming left to Spiller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Gets through and now an opening. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Zay Jones, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The football going back to the Rams now. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aaron Donald. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And while all of that was going on with the sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense and Isaiah Spiller head back out. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season. But some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from it. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Bennett working from the gun. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Bennett on a bootleg. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Tucker's kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're
you don't
down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. To throw is Rush. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rush. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Rush. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Elliott. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Taylor is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Rams. Quentin Johnston from 4 yards out. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the 1st half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make it 24-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now this offense and Isaiah Spiller head back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2nd down throw coming from Bennett. A slant to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this 1st half alone, as he's got a 1st down on that last catch. They run behind center with Spiller, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Bennett looking to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Aaron Donald able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles and they've changed plays when they see certain sets? A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is brought in at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Detroit's offense ready to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. From the 35, here's the 2nd and 9. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. Able to slither by. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run with Holyfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Bennett. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Spiller, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. On the screen, complete to Spiller. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
They'll run for him with Spiller. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And Bennett will look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
First down now for Rush. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Rush. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 56 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all finished off by the Jonathan Taylor touchdown catch. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Bennett setting up the screen. Here's Spiller. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Bennett now to throw. Incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Bennett now off play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the Bears who pick up the victory at home. Joe Burrow leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And things didn't go so well as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Derrick Henry, an afternoon to remember, 4 touchdown runs. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Lamar Jackson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one.